How do you know if you had a good CNP exam? This one's really wonky. You don't. They don't tell you the results. You have to request them. And it's not like you just ask for them. You have to FOIA request them, a Freedom of Information Act. And it takes about 6 months. You have to get your VA claims file and get your entire C file, and then you'll see the notes in there. So you can't go in there and then see what was written about you. You'll get that information, but it's going to be way after you get your decision letter, which is when you get your rating decision. So this is where we need a lot of transparency. There's nothing there for us. Vote Congress in, vote Congress out, right? This is the system we've built. If we don't like it and we want to change it, then we need to get Congress to, do what we want them to do. One thing you should watch out for, using the goniometer example, right? Because now I know that Optum used to be LHI, QTC. I don't know if VES does it. They make you sign something saying yeah, we used a goniometer. So if that isn't used on you and the guy just eyeballs your range of motion, absorb that in, take mental notes. You may have had an inadequate CNP exam. If you are quick about this, you may be able to get that CNP exam not necessarily thrown out, but you might be able to get a new one. Take mental notes, pay attention to what's going on. Once you get out of your exam, oh, that's weird. They didn't use the goniometer on me. And the guy thanked me for my service 20 times and said he was going to promise all sorts of stuff that he has no control over. If you think you have an inadequate CNP exam on your hands, you need to jump on that immediately. Fill out a personal statement, VA form 21-4138, and explain why. Went to the CNP exam, arrived on time, saw Dr. whatever, and signed the goniometer thing, and goniometer was not used. I don't believe I had a fair shake here. I believe I had an inadequate CNP exam. So what you're doing here is trying to get another one ordered, but you can't sit on this. You can't sit on it for 2 or 3 days. If you sit on it for 2 or 3 days, they may just rate you in that time period. The government doesn't move fast. VA is no exception, but it could happen. So you want to do this quickly, like that day. So that's your you could change that. The CNP exam is the most important day. This is the only time where you actually get to go in, be measured, and sell your story to the examiner. And then if he's crooked, and he's crooked for something obvious like not using a goniometer, you could probably get another one ordered up. Not guaranteed, but for sure it's going to be on the record. That strategy, that's my boot camp. That's what I talk about. I preach it and I teach it. You need a doctor that can help you with a Nexus letter. Check out my med team. Here's an email address. Hit them up. Tell them you need a Nexus.